This bill represents and really recognizes the uniqueness of each individual. Fair and equal access to out-of-home placement related services and benefits and programs for children and youth helps us build a stronger and more inclusive Colorado for all. I want to thank Representative Froelich, Senator Fields, Senator Jaquez Lewis. We're also joined by Nadine Bridges, Executive Director of One Colorado. This bill helps expand access to services by making sure that services for foster kids and others is culturally responsive, acknowledges their unique needs, their different backgrounds, meets them where they are. This approach supports individual growth for children and families who are in need of services. It also makes sure that services cannot be denied or delayed on the basis of real or perceived disability, race, creed, religion, color, sex, sexual orientation, gender identity, gender expression, marital status, national origin, ancestry, or any communicable disease, including HIV, of the person or a member of the person's household. I look forward to signing this bill so that all who require out-of-home placement related services can be seen, heard, and served appropriately, setting them up for success and dignity throughout their lives. I'm proud to turn it over to Representative Meg Froelich.
Thank you, Governor Polis. Thank you, Senate sponsors Jaquez Lewis and Fields, and One Colorado for helping to get House Bill 1072 to the governor's pen today. A particular thank you to the foster youth and foster parents who shared their experience with us and showed us the need for this bill to end discrimination. During National Foster Care Month in 2015, our president said, all young people, regardless of what they look like, which religion they follow, who they love, or the gender they identify with, deserve the chance to dream and grow in a loving, permanent home. I'm so happy to see this bill signed today, Equal Access Services for Out-of-Home Placements, which affirms the rights of foster youth to live in an affirming home and of all potential parents to provide much-needed, loving homes.
Senator Jaquez Lewis.
Hi, everyone. Thank you, Governor Polis, so much for inviting us. A huge thank you to Senator Fields, who couldn't be with us this afternoon, but she sends her best regards. She was really honored to serve with me in the Senate to get this through, but obviously a huge shout out to Representative Meg Froelich, who has been working on this issue for a while. And I would be remiss not to thank One Colorado, especially Michael Cruz, who helped us with the policy. He brought me up to speed really quickly, and we were able to work on this. I come at this not only from being a member of the LGBTQ caucus, of which I'm very proud to belong and work with, but I have a constituent by the name of Hero. And Hero has been through 3 different foster family placements. And had it not been for some amazing teachers in my district, Senate District 17, Eastern Boulder County, I'm fearful what would have happened with Hero, who was a transgender child who was really struggling with the placements that happened. And now with this bill, I believe we're going to be able to help so many kids. It's, 12 foster kids enter our system every day in Colorado, and it's estimated that over 30% could be LGBTQ. Think of the impact that we're going to have on those kids' lives. So I'm very honored to have worked on this, and thank you to the whole team that made it happen.
Thank you. Now we have Nadine Bridges, Executive Director of One Colorado.
We're so happy to see HB 1072 make its way to Governor Polis's desk today. We are grateful to Representative Meg Froelich, Senators Sonia Jaquez Lewis and Rhonda Fields for their support on this. LGBTQ youth are overrepresented in our foster care system, and through this bill, we are breaking down barriers that prevent them from being placed in safe and affirming homes. Today is a victory for equality. Thank you for protecting our young people. It means everything to us.
Without further ado, we'll make this the law of Colorado.
Yes.
Ready?
We're ready.
There we go.
Thank you.
I want to welcome Representative McCluskey. I don't know if Representative Will is here. Senator Donovan and Senator Heisey, any of that group who's here. I think we have other folks with us. We have Paul Hasseman from the Highway 70 Coalition Board, Justin Kurtz, Tread Chair, Jordan Eskenazi from Gondola. That is hopefully everybody. Are there others that are with us? Thank you for joining us. Great. Paul, thank you. Paul is a city councilman in Golden, also I-70 Coalition board member. So this bill is important because it makes sure that our carpooling services are safe and they're a way to reduce emissions. Many people use carpooling services. People can do once-a-day carpools with no more than 6 additional passengers in the car at any one time. Nonprofit carpooling internet service owners will be registered with the state, and it really makes sure that we can support the one of the many market solutions to climate. In addition to that, it also saves people money, because for folks who don't have to own and operate their own vehicle to get to work, can put those costs towards housing or their kids' college or their own retirement. It's very expensive to own and operate a vehicle. This makes sure that there's a reasonably calculated amount to look at the direct and indirect costs of providing carpooling service, protecting consumers. And I think this is part of the reimagined transportation system that modernizes the way we move people and goods and reduces traffic and leads to cleaner air and saves drivers money. A lot of great benefits out of this growing movement. And I'm proud to turn it over to Representative Julie McCluskey.
Thank you, Governor. I am so pleased that we are bringing House Bill 1076 forward today. So appreciate your support, Governor Polis. You know, this is a bill about innovation and solving problems that face Colorado, and I've got some amazing partners who have helped do that. First, let me thank Representative Perry Will, Senator Kerry Donovan, and Senator Dennis Heisey for their co-sponsorship of this bill. Certainly the governor's support has been key before or after a ski weekend. Congestion on I-70 is a state problem. It's a problem for those of us that live there. It's a problem for the tourists that come to our great state to visit our ski resorts or the amazing outdoors of Colorado. And it's about time that we start putting more energy into finding solutions on how we can solve the transportation challenges we face on that corridor. I also want to thank 2 individuals who've been key in helping us bring this very creative solution forward around carpooling applications. Justin Kurtz is here today from TreadShare, and Jordan Eskenazi from Gondola. They have been instrumental in helping us design carpooling apps that we think all of us should be using to get up and down from our mountains. So thanks again to our governor. Appreciate everyone's support and look forward to getting these apps in place. Be sure to shop for them on your market app place, and plan to join us in the mountains the next time you can carpool. Thank you.
We're now joined by Ryan Highland, the Highway 70 Coalition Chair.
Good afternoon, everyone. If you're not familiar with the I-70 Coalition, it's a group of municipalities and counties, ski resorts, private industry, many organizations that rely on the smooth flow of travelers and goods along the I-70 corridor. So our mission is to enhance public accessibility and mobility in the corridor through the implementation of joint public and private transportation management efforts. So what that looks like, obviously we advocate for and work closely with CDOT, and we work on those infrastructure projects. So we get really excited about things like the twin tunnels and peak period shoulder lanes and the Floyd Hill planning effort. But we're also very much proponents and get just as excited to talk about the flip side of infrastructure, which is travel demand management. And that's exactly what we're talking about here with this bill today. How people make their transportation decisions and how we can have the traveling public best utilize the infrastructure that we have in place. So this bill is a fantastic example of removing barriers for the traveling public that are looking for that ride sharing and ensuring, as Representative McCluskey said, that phone apps, our phones, which are some of the most powerful tools that we have, can be utilized in that effort. So travel demand management is a phrase that most of the beneficiaries and the folks that end up utilizing these services are probably not aware of, and that's fine. They don't need to know what that phrase means. They just know, as the governor mentioned, that it's a sustainable process, it's something that's convenient, it's economical, and today that ride-sharing opportunity will open up even a bit more. So this is a statewide benefit, but we do at the Coalition for I-70 believe that there's a particular benefit to this mountain corridor, and particularly for those who are looking to recreate and travel at those peak times. So this bill is 100% in line with the mission and the goals of the I-70 Coalition. That's why we are so pleased to be here at this signing today. I want to thank our Executive Director, Margaret Bowes, and Trevor Tandy, our Transportation Demand Management Program Coordinator, for their efforts on this. And on behalf of the I-70 Coalition's 40-plus member organizations, I want to thank Representative McCluskey, Representative Will, Senators Heisey and Donovan, and Governor Polis for this bipartisan effort to make ride-sharing even more efficient and accessible for Coloradans. Thank you.
Thank you. Anybody else want to speak? Nope. Well, thank you to all of our attendees. We'll just gather around here and we'll sign the bill. Well, a lot of people wanted pens for this one.
It's our souvenir.
Yeah.
We're big about that in the tourism
Yeah.
industry, right?
Okay. Let's see. You get one.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. You? Thank you. There you are. Thank you.
Spin around. Thank
There
you very
go.
much.
Congratulations, everybody. It's official.